Hey everyone, this is a member stream. Thank you for joining me. I do need to make a slight announcement at the beginning because I was called out by my association with Matt. I will say this: Matt is still my friend, but I do not defend his comments at all. And in the past, this certain puppet video, I said that was horrendous, and if he did that nowadays, that I would disassociate with him. But I don't particularly like bringing up a 10-year-old thing, and I think the only thing you could do with people on the internet is ask for them to be better. And he deserves all the criticism he gets for his recent comments. I don't have any issues with people taking offense to that. And I do want to have fun tonight. I want to discuss different movie pundits and their takes on the Batman box office. And yes, I had some fun. And then Syl politely said, "Hey Max, if you misquote me, I clap back." So I'm fair game. So, but I do have an exclusive Scooby member here. But I do have to make that clear. I do not defend his words whatsoever. Take it up with him. I don't like that either. I don't like that kind of humor. I like other things Matt does. I'm not to talk about Matt too much because I just want to go on to other stuff, not to talk about. I think Matt has interesting movie topics. That type of humor I don't like either. But I will never defend that type of humor. So I think he should be canceled for it. I don't like canceling anyone. It is what it is. And I am never defending those comments. Never. And I don't necessarily think others have defended the comments either. You really have to, I do want to bring that out too. They might still be friends with him, but there's not a lot of people defending those comments. No, not a lot. But let's move on from that and let's have some fun. All right. I got Brian here. I got a Scooby-Doo.
Jinkies. What's up, everyone?
Top tier Scooby-Doo member.
Pretty much the leader.
And listen. This is. I have a lot of critics of Syl and Mikey on tonight, so I'm going to try to be fair here.
No, absolutely.
Let's be fair.
Yeah, let's be fair and balanced. I have some things I'm going to say tonight, but again, let's be fair and balanced.
And Ryan's here too. Oh boy.
Yes, and I don't endorse nor condone anyone's comments henceforth.
Okay. I don't.
I condone that Tobey Maguire's trash.
Okay. All right. Where's Eddie's? He's right here.
I just like.
Well. Listen, Kavari. Now let's go around the panel. Try to be nice. Just to say, do you think that he deserves, Mikey and Syl potentially deserve an L for their predictions on the box office for the Batman opening weekend? Now, me personally, and everyone says I'm a biased brother for Mikey.
No, and you're allowed to have your opinion.
I say not them specifically. No, and I'll get.
He's a shill for Mikey and Syl.
But I do think they took an L this weekend, but not the one you're thinking of.
Well, it's taking an L, but it's not that big a deal.
Just to clarify, you're saying they took an L, but not the L that everyone's thinking.
Yes,
but they did take an L,
isn't it? I think they took an L, but it doesn't mean everything else that they're saying predictions are wrong either. I do think, and I'll get more onto that, but let's get around the panel, and then I'll do some short video clips of their show where they're doing about box office predictions. Freedom of speech here, Brian. We've been covering it. They were saying, 80
to 90.
80 to no. I do have a clarification. I did reach out to Syl. He said 8. Now, the internet game. If you do take to get that headline to pop in the algorithm, whether you like it or not, you take the low end or the high end to get clicks. Now, people have issues with that, but his personal commentary was saying on the low end 80 million, high end 125 million. Okay.
Well, even in that case, it surpassed 125. So I guess
but that's pretty close. But I will get more onto that. So just so Brian knows, Brian, what do you think?
People misestimate numbers all the time. I thought the 49ers were going to win the Super Bowl this year. They didn't.
And they choke.
I took that L. I wore it on the chest. I mean,
Austin, come on then.
Every once in a while,
got the receipts, man. Come on the show.
He's not a member though. So I mean, no member shame. No member
Austin,
shame.
become a member. 99 cents.
It's only 99 cents.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You could speak in the chat. It's fine. JR says short-term L, but no need for a parade. Okay,
that's basically what it is. I mean, this is a nothing burger essentially. It's like, you were off by 40 million. You suck. That's
this isn't no firing squad. It's not.
Well,
all right. So let's get RJ's take. Wow. Let's try to be faster with these quick.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I will just say this. Obviously, I am a member of the Scooby Gang, so you take my opinion for what it's worth at this point, whether you want to listen to me or not.
I have to do this disclaimer. The Scooby Gang does not necessarily represent the thoughts and opinions of MME.
Right, and here's the problem, Max, and this is where they and you've said this openly, and I agree with you. When they're the only people putting their necks out on the line and dying on certain hills, when they get something wrong,
they were not with the box office predictions. They were not.
Well, they kind of were, and here's why. Let me explain. Okay. The issue that they have, right, is that for the longest time,
Saggy Melons is a new member. I appreciate that, Saggy.
Congratulations, Melons.
The issue.
Damn it, Saggy.
Yes, thank you, Saggy, for becoming a member. I'm sure Max appreciates your 99 cents. The issue that they have,
I do appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh no, of course. I'm just The issue that's going on right now is that they chose, especially Syl, to die on the hill of 80 to 90 million. He said, well, 90 million is the internal projections from Warner Brothers. And he said repeatedly things such as, it won't hit 100 million. It won't make as much as Batman Begins. It's not going to do this. It's going to do Black Widow opening numbers. It's going to do this. It's going to do that, yada, yada, yada. So when there's repeated clips of them saying such things, and you have a big boffo headline that even The Rock himself is promoting and saying, hey, look at this, guys. It's a great, spectacular opening weekend. And it's so far above what they said, especially when they pushed constant negativity towards this movie, because they were
extremely critical.
They were extremely critical and did not believe in the box office potential of this movie, when it turns out that they were wrong, and they don't want to say that they're wrong, thus you get a backlash. And that's what you're seeing right now.
All right, try to keep it shorter, though. Scooby-Doo's gang likes to fill up that. Okay, Ryan, I know you're, let's try to be fair, though. Let's be critical on the numbers and the predictions. And did you also have did the box office also surpass what you were estimating for the Batman?
No.
Right?
I've always said that Batman prints money.
Okay.
I mean, dude, he's their most popular character, no matter what. Every single inch of DC relies on Batman. As we saw in the new Super Pets trailer, Keanu Reeves is Batman, and
which I am very excited for.
Oh no, what is this? Trash. What is this? I'm very concerned.
What? Didn't you listen to Brian's baseball
he ripped Mob. He ripped Mob. So
MLB.
Yep.
Major League Baseball.
MLB. It's very much similar to MME, but not the same.
But what's going on with that? I didn't hear it. Never mind. It's sports.
I think it has to do with like contracts, boycotts, all that kind of stuff.
Boy.
Holding out for money. I don't know, whatever.
I don't think they were hateful. They were not convinced.
They were not hateful, but they were extremely critical.
They were very critical, and
they were down talking this movie.
They were not convinced. Right? They were not convinced that this had legs. So that I think.
Well, they were convinced. They said repeatedly this movie will not make 100 million opening weekend. There are clips of this.
Yeah. Well, all right.
I mean, I don't have a stake in this game either way. I don't watch Syl anymore. I don't communicate with him anymore.
I do.
I don't have any really respect for Mikey Sutton and his geekosity. So I don't know about their predictions. I don't really care. I saw the movie today, and I put up a review with my son. A couple hours ago.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt. He was with me. He wasn't with me to watch the movie. That was my other son. But we did a little review about an hour. So it's not much of an investment. But yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we like doing that, but sort of coordinating things with each other is kind of hard. So his his life and my life are don't really meet too well as far as like available time to jump on streams. So
Anthony,
I try to take advantage
Anthony,
whenever you can.
That's not cool to say things like that.
Well, yeah, let's tone that down at least, please.
Anthony, I disavow that comment. Please don't act like that. That's not cool. Let's keep it to their words. And
I get what he's trying to say. Just don't use that specific word. That's all.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool.
That's all.
All right. Fair enough. Eddie, you stand with Scoob. Okay, do you think they might deserve an L?
No, I do think it is a massive L. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
The thing about it that's complicated. Look, I obviously they said 80 to 90 million opening weekend. They kept on talking about it, how it was gonna be that specific, and obviously not to talk about drama. Obviously they were they kept on saying it to the people who were combating them, saying no, you're wrong about this. This is gonna have a big opening weekend. But no, I thought it would at least have like 150. But when I saw that number, I was like, oh crap, that's mega wrong, to be honest with you. And look, the thing about it, I'm gonna make it quick. It's everyone would have brushed it off, but they weren't just so confident about it and calling other people, certain things as if we don't have our own opinions and as if we're not looking at the numbers or everything that was there before. But like I said again, it is what it is. L today, maybe further on it will be different.
Okay. Zeno and everyone else, please just chill out. This is where don't take things all personally, everyone. But I do want to get to here's my, now people might say I'm being biased, but they're reporting off Forbes and other articles.
Yes, they chose to ride and die on the Scott Mendelson train.
No, listen, this listen.
They did. I'm not
they were
Mendelson is an idiot.
They were basing off of Forbes, and that's fair.
But also,
that's why I call him. That's why I call him Mendelson.
Can I comment just real quickly, though? Just real quickly.
Let me finish first.
Okay, go ahead.
So I would say they didn't necessarily take an L. I think it surpassed a lot of people's predictions. And a few weeks ago, they were more. They weren't as the projections were not as high, and they slowly started going up. So. Yes, they are reacting to a Forbes article in here. So I don't. Me personally, I don't think they necessarily.
But have you been watching what they've been saying after the stream, though?
I'm not going into. I'm not going into.
No, I know. Why not? I'm giving you reasons for why the L they took is harder because they chose to ride or die on the 90 million. Projection by Warner Brothers and said, no, this is what it is. We heard, they didn't say Forbes, said we heard 80 to 90. That's the big distinction too.
Yeah, the estimate. That's what a lot of estimates were.
No, of course, but they said we heard from our people 80 to 90.
Yes,
that's what they said.
That was a lot of that. So did Forbes, so did Scott Mendelson. That was a lot of the predictions a couple weeks ago. It's gone, it's upticked.
Well, they are very much against the Box Office Pro tracking, which said 130 to 150. Okay. So I mean, again, semantics. So I get that, but I'm saying
I will say I think you, as many people think as I'm biased towards Mikey and Syl, I think you're biased against them. I think that a lot of people were underestimating this box office, and a lot of sources and tracking it surpassed tracking and expectations, which is great.
Have you ever played Over Under?
Yes, we do that. Yeah.
Okay.
That was,
so that
an old collider thing.
Okay. Enough said. I'm sorry. That's about where it is.
Yeah. No. Like I said,
I mean, if we're like trying to like tear down someone's credibility because they were off by a little bit,
No. Let me. Can I just clarify something quick? I'm not trying to take down anyone's credibility. What I'm trying to point out though is that when you're wrong about something, right? Typically, you're supposed to say, "Hey, guess what? I was wrong."
Well, he's having.
It's called eating crow.
Yeah, sometimes you got to eat crow a little bit.
To be fair, I'm pissed at you, Syl, because you stole my idea. I said, did Mikey and Syl take the L? And he's doing that. He's doing the right YouTube thing. He's putting it. Did we take an L? So he's going to stream right after. So I don't necessarily think this part of their predictions was an L, because a lot of tracking. Forbes is a big trade. I don't like Scott.
I just think there's just a lot of spin from his camp right now.
Oh, they're spin all over the place.
I'm just being honest because they're saying. Well, now they're saying that no, we were right the whole time. It was going to open 125 at the high end. When it's like, no, you weren't. You were down talking this and saying 100 million.
Well, for clickbait, you obviously take the low number to get people's attention.
So you're saying they click. So you're saying they clickbait.
Everyone clicks. Lots of people click.
Well, no, I was making sure because some people get offended by that term.
No.
Well, I mean, we're on a stream that kind of has a clickbaity title. So
yes.
If one is offended by that, I don't know what
Forbes clickbaited here,
Well, also Forbes was the only one saying this too.
Okay.
Most other tracking websites had at least
basically.
Scott was the only one doing the 80 million based on the internal projections from Warner Brothers.
But they based their opinion based on a notable trade.
But Scott Mendelson's very anti-Snyder, so I question why they even looked at him in the first place. But
what does that have to do with the Batman? Snyder didn't make the Batman.
No, I know, but I'm saying I'm just surprised that a very pro Zack Snyder YouTube channel.
I am down the middle. I do think they took an L though, because later on in this, I have a timestamp. Mikey was talking about his source and that they're very concerned. And in this, I think now in retrospect, in hindsight, it does not sound that great about his source. But let's listen to this real quick. It's at 37 minutes.
Okay. They see Batman and then like they see Pattinson. I see Sparkly Vampire. They're not buying it, dude.
No. You might think they're extremely biased saying that, but there's a lot of people that like that.
Well, this movie certainly shut those people up this weekend.
Well, yeah, no, this is but we have to see second weekend for sure.
Of course. Second weekend's important too. I'm just saying it's just
every weekend counts.
Yes, every does week.
Yeah. You know what? And that's the thing with the Batman. This thing, even though it's 3 hours long, this thing is gonna have legs.
Well, you know what I was shocked by actually. I live in a low run, middle of the road, like lower to middle class
in a van down by the river.
Right, in a van down by the river. And you know what? It's Sunday. I live in the Bible Belt. We had an almost sold out screening today. The one I went to with my friends. It was packed. Okay. Sunday afternoon. I mean, that's impressive.
I watched it today, Sunday afternoon. There was like
Ryan lied. #Ryan lied.
Yeah. 15 people were in my theater.
Okay.
It wasn't packed, but I mean, I live in a huge city though. But
there's more screenings now than ever, and less movies in the theater.
They had it on multiple screens. Right, it was I mean, and like I said, I live in a huge city, so.
Okay. All right. So I don't point this directly at them. I say a few people in industry, but they did base their opinion on this, and let's
they're not buying it. The whole thing with the cow. And then you have Pattinson going out, emo. What are you doing, dude? You're not selling the movie.
Now, a lot of the criticisms I've heard, but besides their bubble is.
I have a question. Yes, when this video is over, do they ask the viewers to stay angry?
No. Okay, Brian.
I mean, it gets almost close to that level, Brian. Let's be fair, but
that's why I unsubscribed. I'm going to be very honest with you. Okay,
well,
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Still doesn't need your subscription, Brian.
That's fine.
No, he doesn't need my subscription either. That's okay.
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell anyone who they should watch, but I'm just saying I see a lot of striking similarities between the two.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember the stream. I think this was the stream I got banned from his channel because it said it was going to age like sour milk. Okay. And they did age like sour milk. That's so funny.
Nice.
All right.
I always know sour milk is sour mucus.
I always know like another term for sour milk.
Oh my god, this was. Else. Oh yeah, because they said it wouldn't make more than 100 million. And I got timed out for saying it aged like sour milk. The Scooby Gang takes another victory lap. My goodness.
Are you saying a W for the Scooby Gang? I
think this is a W for the Scooby Gang based on Metal Road.
All right,
this is solved.
Okay. Let's
30 minutes or less.
This is a W and Scooby snacks all around for the gang.
I'm sorry, I just came to that realization just now. My apologies, but I had to say that. I had to make that comment.
Okay,
sorry.
Okay.
And then the whole garbage man. I mean, it's
oh my goodness.
And then
now people did not like the costume for the Riddler. That's fair. That's not just them. I like the Riddler.
No, I agree. I have to agree with it. And then when the secondary or second string Riddlers came out with the exact same matching wardrobe, I was like, okay.
That was kind of funny.
Did he send them a link and say this is where you need to buy?
You know that's why Amazon shopping lists are a thing, man. You know.
Yeah, it was a flash mob.
Okay. No, but I mean these are common criticisms out besides the Bias Brothers. These are not just the Bias Brothers. Hashtag the Bias. They'd have fun with it. This is not just them. This is the people. You know, lots of people. Even I think Jeremy was like emo Batman. That was a common criticism. I like emo Batman. I think it fits. You know, if you have someone that's really dealing with shit, they're not going to be happy, especially if they're all at night doing shit all the time. So I was fine with it, but that's a common criticism. Nothing crazy here.
And they're talking about the film they're saying, yeah, the movie's kind of weird. A weird Batman film? You want to get your meat and potatoes audience to see this movie. Okay?
That's true. That's true.
Use words like weird and complex. No, you go to see Batman kicking ass.
That was the early, right, Mikey? That was, I mean, that should have been a red flag before you even gave your projections, right?
Yeah,
And then that was a day when you wasn't able to go live.
Yeah.
But you gave me what your exhibitor said.
Yeah.
Right. So we said, hey, this is a report from Mikey. This is an exclusive.
Yeah.
And your exhibitor and you know from your sources, you said 80 to 100 opening weekend.
Okay. That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair there. 80 to 100. That's where I want to get to. So that you know, it surpassed everyone's expectations, especially 2 weeks ago.
Kind of.
88 at this moment in time, Scooby Gang, RJ. I love you, man. But at this moment in time, a lot of places were saying 80 to 100. And his source said 80 to 100. That's, you know, of course they're going to run with the 80 on the thumbnail, on the title. Woo! Especially when listen, people were waiting. I will admit, people on his channel were waiting for WB to fail because they failed so many times.
No, I think there was also a lot of pointing and mocking, wanting this movie to fail from a lot of people in the community as well, which is fine. That's their business.
Yeah.
But, you know, what I will say, though, is that they stood alone in a lot of aspects because, again, a lot of the tracking... They disputed Box Office Pro because they said 130 to as high as 180. Right, okay. And they said there's no way it could ever get close to that. Well, 128 is pretty close to 130. Yes. So I'm just saying. And a lot of the projections at the time that even Caden Reed, Mr. Scooby himself, linked to Syl, said it would open at 115 to 120, and apparently that was false information he was putting out there.
Hey,
so you tell me, I don't get it.
Now, I was Krypton's. I was saying that this isn't necessarily an L for Mikey and Syl because Forbes was covering this. And a lot of predictions 2-3 weeks ago were 80 to 100 million. And then the predictions slowly went up.
We have to be very we need to be very careful, though. Forbes was the only one saying 80.
It's Batman, though. It's Batman.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was into that because I saw the movie. And I was falling asleep during the movie, right? But I still saw it. And I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to rewatch it again. Because the parts that I saw when I was awake, I loved, right? But I didn't expect it to make over. I mean, because you know you're
surpassed everyone's expectations this weekend.
You were expecting to make, you know, I wasn't expecting to make the numbers that No Way Home made.
Okay.
Because it was all about nostalgia. He's the 25th Batman that we have. So I know it's going to be lower than expected. Okay. So I was always expecting between 80 to like 120 around there. It made a 128.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Degrassi.
You know, it made 128. It's great that it made 128 because I love Batman. But it's Batman. It's going to be money no matter what.
I'm not sensing here in Austin. You're the certain Austin.
The not good Austin.
I like all Austins. 3 weeks ago, the fact is, Syl kept his predictions till the movie came out.
He did. He did.
Okay.
He kept maintaining
He
90 million.
He didn't up his predictions when other people.
No,
did.
he never
Okay.
upped his predictions.
I think that's a fair criticism.
And he's also said that the trades are not reliable. He said that you don't listen to the trades, you don't listen to Deadline and all those websites. He said that too.
But Geekosity.
But come on, RJ. You got to understand, RJ. You can't compare this to what Batman Begins made. Like I said yesterday, what Batman Begins did and The Dark Knight. This had an additional 3 days.
True. It also opened during 3 days. It also openned during the end of a pandemic as well.
I agree.
An additional 3 days.
I agree with that, Krypton.
Again, the pandemic.
I agree with that, Kryptons. But any movie pundit worth their grain of salt or whatever during this time is going to factor in the industry standard of fan previews and early previews on Thursday. Anyone's going to factor that in.
But Max, you have to remember that back in the day, back 2 years ago, even 2 years ago, before the pandemic, Thursdays, the movies came out on Thursdays before the pandemic was a midnight movie.
Well, not anymore. They changed midnight.
They changed it after the pandemic. All of a sudden,
that's actually not correct. They stopped doing midnight screens in 2012 after The Dark Knight Rises because of what happened in Aurora, Colorado.
I don't remember movies after that.
They opened movies like earlier in the evening, like 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
That's interesting, RJ. I didn't know that was around the time.
That was the reason they stopped doing it, is because
there's multiple reasons. But
they increased the showings late night because Thursday, but it wasn't just a pandemic thing.
So all the industry can use those numbers.
Well, I remember like before the pandemic, there were showings at 7:00.
All right, now I want to get to where I think they may have taken an L, though. Mikey mainly, and I like Mikey. Here's at 41 where he's talking about his inside source. So if this is what his inside source, okay, try to control yourself, Ryan. We're having fun. We're having fun here. Okay.
They've been trying to hype this up, making you guys feel it's like the greatest movie ever. You gotta go see it. But reality is coming in through the door, and it's not good.
Okay, now he's extending himself with his. He's really putting his opinion out there. It's not good. It's not good from my source. So this is where I think slightly Mikey might be taking it now here because he's putting it on thick. He's putting it on thick. Oh,
and again, it's okay to be wrong. Can I just clarify something too? A lot of scoopers get stuff wrong sometimes. That's okay.
Yeah, not with the prediction of numbers. I think that was more industry was lowballing it, and it was starting to go up. I think that's a fair criticism that Syl stuck where he in the line in the sand instead of adjusting for current trends of new predictions. We're starting to go up a little bit. But this is where I think Mikey. I do criticize his source on this because he's saying. The flood door. He's really concerned right here.
The smells. I mean, let's just face it. I've been warning you guys for weeks now. Guys, don't believe this stuff because
don't believe for
insight on the exhibition side.
Don't worry, we don't.
Opposite.
If this is what I wanted to hear, I'd be like shelling out super chats right now. Be like, yes, shower me with that negativity.
Okay.
Oh my God, yes.
Right.
Kathleen Kennedy's getting
you
fired.
Mean his sources
I know it.
himself.
I have sources. Did you know that they're gonna retcon the sequel trilogy, guys?
Well, listen, I believe
world between worlds, man.
Slurp down the Kool-Aid. Slurp it down.
No, you must have the hot special. No,
Right.
you must have the hot special.
Bro, his source is himself.
That's you have to have proof if you're going to say
What?
that.
Geekosity. That's what his name is.
Listen. I know this. I'm really getting in trouble with Syl now.
Max, why don't we just talk about what they said?
Don't clap me. Don't clap me.
What's up, Mask Shy?
Don't clap me. Don't clap back. Well, you have every right to clap back. But I will say this. I do think he has a source, but I do believe that.
Well, the source, the guy that's down his basement,
and I don't think this. Just to clarify, and I'm not like the most of you that think
the source is in the kitchen.
Source. I don't think he's his own source like the most.
Oh no,
do.
Reddit is.
But I do question his source based on his opinion here.
Sure, somebody on janitorial detail.
Yeah, the third floor janitor on the night shift was like,
shit.
I got some serious
it's the
tea
same
for
his
you.
Star Wars.
Can I say
The,
something?
me- the, mem- the, me-
Come on now.
the members of MME do not necessarily represent Max.
I don't know
I'm
about
stupid,
that.
man.
Hang on a second here. No,
But
I don't
Max,
know.
can I say something,
Geekosity
bro?
is shit.
All right, Anthony, be nice. Be nice.
Hey,
Can I
that's
say
not
something,
nice.
Max?
Be nice. You don't really listen. This is where I'm like, simmer down, everyone. You don't.
I was
need to,
keeping it
you-
clean.
No, I know, but Anthony, you don't need to say that
Anthony,
because
stop it.
we're gonna have all the results we need to discuss this in a mature way. You don't need to say it's shit and all that. You're gonna have stuff that's come out. You're gonna have movies that come out.
Don't
The
get me wrong.
merger's
Like
going
his
through.
only right
You're-
things is I think that his
okay.
right things are
We're
Marvel
just talking.
and compared to DC.
All right,
It's
let
not
me
true.
just put it this way.
We're
Let me
not
just put it
going through the
this
whole.
way.
We're just talking about this prediction. Okay.
Okay, let me just put it this way.
The
Okay?
prediction was wrong though. So
It made
Okay.
128 million, right?
Yeah.
But it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
The Wednesday
Of course it's
shows
gonna
were
get 28
extremely
million.
limited. It was mostly Tuesday. It's like a
Tuesday,
couple
it
showings
started on
Wednesday.
Tuesday on the
Yeah,
first.
I didn't see it on Wednesday.
Most people did
people
not see
saw
it
it
on
on
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I saw it on Thursday. People saw it on Friday. So they're putting 128 million when it's 5 days. Now, I'm not trying to be a dick about this shit, but normally the when they do the whole thing with the box office prediction is usually Friday, Saturday, and not even Sunday. Don't even count Sunday. It's normally Friday and Saturday.
It's typically previews
All right,
that are built.
So this was Tuesday,
let
Wednesday,
me-
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and
Can I
Sunday.
jump in for a second,
120
please?
million.
Let-
Can I
Of
jump
course,
in for
you're
a
gonna like,
second?
oh, it's a 120.
Can I jump in for a
There's
second?
5
please?
days of freaking shows. Come on.
Well, again, man, that gets into like some level of conspiratorial thinking that
It's
got
not
the Phantom Menace
conspiratorial,
in
it's
trouble
the
with the
truth.
Captain Marvel box office. But the thing is that we have to recognize is that when they calculate box office, they take the Thursday numbers, the preview night numbers,
Yeah.
and they roll it into Friday.
But
This has
they
been a practice since the
previewed it on
beginning of time.
Tuesday, though. Come on, RJ.
Yeah, they did.
People
and
were
we
watching
already
it on
had the
Tuesday
numbers.
and
It was-
Wednesday.
yes, it was
It's not just Thursday.
Yes, and it was 4 million for the Tuesday IMAX event.
It wasn't
know this.
Thursday like 8 million to 10.
But you
No,
should
it was one. It was between Tuesday and Friday. It was 57 million.
Well, Kryptons.
No,
I will say.
the
No, I'm
57
talking
was
about
Friday
Thursday. What was
alone.
from Thursday? What was Thursday?
That's not accurate.
What was
The
Thursday?
numbers that you're saying 57 million, that was the complete Friday toll.
Okay, it was. They said. They said. I looked at the deadline article. It said through Friday, it was 57 million. The other 70 million was made Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. Well, yeah, Kryptons. I would like to say, even though I think you have a point, but any person predicting should factor that in. Like everyone knew there were going to be fan screenings.
I know.
Of previews.
I didn't agree with it, and I told.
So it's
Phil
not
and
like
Mikey.
yeah.
I don't agree with you guys. This is Batman.
Okay.
No matter what happens.
All right. Yeah.
It's Batman. Batman is Batman. No matter what happens, it's gonna make way much money, much more money than anything else. It's Batman.
All right. Well, let's only do a minute lore where this is where I disagree. This is where I'm like, I do believe Mikey has a source, but his source was pretty bad on this prediction.
They tell me that Warner is worried.
Worried.
Is why they kept pumping the marketing for this thing with Catwoman and releasing.
They're not just pumping it because it's Batman.
That's damn lie.
No. You're always gonna pump your new movie, especially if it's the first movie after Day and Date.
But Max, here's the issue.
It's the first
though.
movie after Day and Date and before the merger. They're gonna pump that shit.
That's not necessary. That's you're correct on an assumption, Max, that's a valid line of thinking. However, what did Mikey just say there? Warner Brothers is worried about this movie because they don't think it's any good. That's basically what he just said there. Yeah. They said that's why they're pumping full of marketing. And obviously, most of us have seen the movie and we can judge the quality.
They would have done this because the movie was pushed back, right? And it was pushed back because of the pandemic as far as release.
No, it's not an issue of quality. It's an issue
they would have done the same popcorn heads. They would have done the same, Catwoman bottle tops and shit. They would have, they would have done all of the marketing that they set aside money for marketing at the beginning before they even roll film. Mm-hmm. So, they definitely do. And sometimes they'll go back and they'll deliberate and say, hey, what can we allocate a little bit more funds for this or whatever? But they had already come up with like a lot of this crap. Just like same thing with not her name, what's her name? The girl, Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins. Wonder Woman was on the face of Dorito bags everywhere, right? I mean, they were pumping things out.
They're always going to pump it up,
and they're always going to do that. This one just happened to have some extras, to it
I don't think
the character Batman
from their perspective where they were going with that. I think they were implying that they're doing it because they're concerned. They're spending more on the marketing because they have a concern that it's bad, which I think they were. This is where I think they had a bad take. I will say.
Well, he misjudged his source, whoever the information they're putting out there.
That was Lenny, the janitorial staff.
Okay,
it's probably Lenny Kravitz, the father of Zoe Kravitz, maybe. Whoever his source was on this basically told him that audiences, and he gauged. Because I watched this, he gauged Facebook or whatever, saying, well, on Facebook, there's no excitement for this movie. And he basically said the general audiences weren't getting pumped up for this movie. And obviously that was wrong.
Well, he does have, I've heard him say before that he sees what stuff trends on his website. And there wasn't a lot of engagement there, but that's not. And
to be fair, I mean, hold on though. There's not going to be much engagement for the Batman on his website when all he wants to write about is Spider-Man.
True.
All right. Well, let's only watch a minute more than this, and then we're going to watch Grace to see what her take is.
All this footage, it's just not clicking.
And now it is clicking now.
These studios have research. They know exactly what is appealing to audiences, and there is that polarizing effect of Pattinson. It's still out there. I'm sure he'll give a great performance as Batman. I'm actually looking forward to seeing him. But it's not reaching out to the skeptics out there,
It's not crossing over to the general again.
There you go, the general audience.
Okay. Repeat. Now that's a whole show there. If you want to,
well, they took an L on that big time. Let's be fair. Just looking at that, I mean,
well, I think they had a bad hot take. Honestly, yes. I think they had a bad hot take though. No, because I think it is.
I mean, this is Thomas Wayne bad.
No, because I do. I actually,
you guys are hating on them, but I don't think
I'm not hating on them. I'm not hating on them.
No one's hating.
I don't think they did though.
Michael, get in this Thomas Wayne.
5 days of a movie. Yeah, and then it makes 128 million. That sucks. I'm not even looking lying. I'm not trying to
bro, how this shit
I disagreed with them. I completely disagreed with them.
Bro, Venom made 90 million. How that suck?
No, listen. No Way Home made over $200 million in 3
cannot
fucking
compare
days.
No Way Home.
Don't come with this bullshit.
You can't compare.
Bro, why are you comparing No Way Home? It got 3 generations Spider-Man, bro.
Over $200 million.
What are you talking about?
Krypton.
I'm gonna have to mute. If you guys got it, this is a member stream. But you got to keep calm. We can have a
I'm just saying. It took them 5 days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
There wasn't
Friday,
really any Wednesday
Saturday,
showings,
and Sunday. 6 days. That's even 6 days to make 128 million.
But there wasn't any Wednesday showings.
And it wasn't a holiday.
There was a Wednesday showing.
There was
people watched it on Wednesday. I know people that watched it on Wednesday. What are you talking
about? Pause, please. Thank you. Tuesday, there was only screens in 300 theaters in America, IMAX premium format theaters. Wednesday showings were basically non-existent except in certain areas. Most of the movie played during Thursday, Friday, right? Saturday, and Sunday.
Well, Kryptons, this is a win. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it's not a win. I'm not saying it's not a win. But
again, you look at the worldwide box office too.
3 days of No Way Home. 3 days of No Way Home.
Be nice to Krypton score because he's giving an alternate opinion than the most of the chat. So
but what I'm trying to say is I understand. Mm-hmm. Like you've made your point on this one. I get it, man. It had extra days to make money, is what you're trying to say. Okay, yes. Which is fine. No, but we don't have to go around and around and around and around and around. Okay.
Yeah, let's just put a pin on it.
See that? I cut to the bullshit real quick. I'm sorry, guys. It was just
I'm not trying.
No, it's fine. But we're just going back and forth, and it's like, dude. Okay, I get what you're trying to say, and I get what you're trying to say. I understand there's a different opinion. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying there's a quicker way to get to the meat and potatoes of the discussion. Like, okay, this is what you think. Great. This is what we're trying to say. Great. Okay, a lot of other things that there are to take into account. Right, exactly. You know, I drink a lot of caffeine. I quit energy drinks for a week. Now I'm drinking a bang.
When he turns his hat around, that's when he gets in the mode.
Well, again, like I said, I
rest
am
in peace,
just
Major League Baseball.
Like over the top.
Again, I am just an individual who likes to promote what the facts and data are.
I'm all about actual factuals.
Yes, actual factuals. You know.
Brian,
but considering the circumstances that we are kind of coming out of COVID somewhat, because a lot of states have released a lot of restrictions.
We're just now getting over it, basically.
It's definitely a win considering the circumstances.
Considering no other movie is open to these kind of numbers since No Way Home. I mean, it is a big deal. Fun fact: Warner Brothers has not had a movie that opened higher than 100 million since like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, 250 million worldwide. That's a good.
That's great. I love that.
That's a fourth of the way to a billion. You know, that's great in the first weekend if you could accomplish that. Now the second weekend, if you could get close to 500 million, I don't know. That's going to be the thing.
Bro, the Batman doesn't need to make a billion. It makes
no.
It's not going to make a billion, but it's fine.
It doesn't need to.
Well, I do have some more. I did my research.
It's HBO Max after next month. It's 45 days. HBO Max get all the stuff.
Let Max talk.
I did all this research, everyone, about the public and the general. Yes, I know, Brian.
I almost did a spit take. You're lucky I didn't drink anything first. I'm like, what research?
No, I hate research.
I'm kidding, Max. I love you.
No. With Rotten Tomatoes, so I do think that their angle and their opinion and their hot take, they're in the minority because lots of people like this film. The general audiences love it. Look at their Rotten Tomatoes is good for one thing.
90 is good.
Audience score 10,000 plus verified ratings. These are people that bought tickets.
No, this is very high. That's a good sign.
This is more to me, and this is higher than the last few. This is also, I believe, higher than the Snyder Cut. I'm trying to remember.
The Snyder Cut is 90, 97, 96.
Oh, yeah, no, in terms of audience score, no.
Not
score, but
if we're talking about like the critic scores, and yes, it's like I think it's 10% higher.
It doesn't matter about the critics, but
I understand that. I'm just saying that it's 10% higher. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, water is very important. Just ask the Cartman Corner.
Trust me. Okay, I stopped drinking energy drinks like 2 months ago when I started walking because I knew I didn't want to replenish that. So the only reason I did this is because this was like my last Sunday at this house that we're living in because we're moving this Wednesday.
Oh,
okay. And I wanted to experience the last one with my friends, and that's why I'm here tonight.
That's awesome. I love you, Brian.
I didn't mean to come down on anybody, but you know what?
I love you, Brian.
Have a good time. I love you too, Krypton. I love you guys.
I love everyone. I love the Scooby Doo squad. Can
I make one final statement real quick though before we move on to the next thing?
Can I stop you? Go ahead. This is member stream.
I just wanted to say I have no clue what Syl Abdul's doing on his channel right now. I know he's live right now talking about this because he has a right to make his content.
Sure,
I will just say this: if he takes the L graciously, then full props and kudos to him. I don't know what he's saying right now in his own live stream. I'm just going off of his social media activity.
What was he going to do? Like give a concession speech?
Who cares?
He's like, guys,
I think they.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You win some, you lose some.
No, the reason
and today,
like a coach taking the L.
The reason I'm saying that.
The
reason I'm saying that is because we don't know what he's saying. We're just responding to what we've heard earlier. So if something changes, obviously, then I retract some statements I made right now, right? But I'm just letting you know I am only talking about what the information that I have in front of me currently, and he took the L on this, right? Will he take it graciously and admit he took the L? I don't know because I'm not watching. That's all I want to say.
I don't think they need to take an L on the box office predictions, but I do think they need to. Not that they need to take it out. Me personally, I think with their hot take in Mikey's source that they may have taken a big L on the general audience perception if it's crossing over the general audience and their critique of it. It's not what the majority thinks.
But this is the thing, Max. Nobody saw the movie until they saw the movie.
Yeah,
people liked it and didn't like it. Who gives a fuck what who cares what they say? Who cares what you think? It doesn't matter.
Hold on.
To be fair, when
it's crossing.
Sorry, go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead. I mean,
no, I already know what you're about to say too. So go on, RJ.
No, I'm saying when people of great influence spend their time down talking movies and saying stuff is going to fail, then obviously they're going to get pushback from that from people who just want to be genuinely excited.
What
for
great
stuff.
influence?
Andre says we lost all our viewers.
The DCEU is dead.
What great influence? Yeah, y'all putting too much power into a lot of people. You guys got to chill. This is YouTube. No. It's not freaking.
No,
it's not the Academy.
This is nothing personal.
Yeah, calm down.
No, it's not a person thing. Let's call a spade here. He is influential with a lot of people in the Snyder community.
No, he is influence. No, he has a lot of influence. Yeah. But I will say that I think they took an L on basing what their interpretation of what it's going to do with the general audience's crossover. But we will have to wait. I will retract that statement next week.
I say Mikey sources took it out.
Listen, I will do a correction next weekend if the box office takes a big L and a big nosedive.
Batman Max.
Batman Max.
I agree. I disagree.
I mean, we got to wait and see.
That Batman is going to be in China next week.
March 18th.
It prints money. No matter what.
It's not in China yet.
It's going to be in China in like the next.
I heard that they weren't going to let Russia watch it until they.
No, Russia. Russia will not get the film.
No, Batman.
All right, so I did even more research.
To be fair, that the narrative was about opening weekend, not the second. So it's like, it's still an L.
Darn it, where is it? I was going to do cinema score.
All I say is like Mikey sources took it out. That's it.
Darn it, I had the cinema score. I'll have to Google it again. Hold on.
Oh, the cinema score was an A minus.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's great. That's great.
The Batman. That is another thing.
Cinema score is purely general audience. Like it's your mom and pop who just.
It was a great. It was a great movie. A great movie.
Yeah. Here, this is it. And I take no pleasure in saying this either. This is how unbiased I am. Everyone thinks I'm biased. The Batman earns higher cinema score than Batfleck's DCEU movies.
He didn't have one, though.
He didn't have one. Well, I mean, fair.
Okay, you
not
could say
a solo one.
He was a supporting.
I guess I mean,
I'm sorry. Hold on. He was a supporting character in two films.
So it's not a direct comparison. It's not a direct comparison.
You would have to compare Bale to Bale's Batman Begins to this, or I don't even care if you compare Dark Knight. I think that there are more parallels to this movie and Batman Begins than.
What are you doing here, Chubby Teddy? Take care of that.
Chubby Teddy, what's up? What happened?
I said, Chubby Teddy, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
If your wife is watching season premiere of Outlander, and dang, this shows a lot of sweaty lovemaking. Go make your own.
There you go.
Right. Well, yeah, I just want to say that like this is like when we look up the definition of clickbait, this article headlines in there right there.
Well, they wanted to trigger Snyder fans, yes.
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah, like bro, Ben Affleck was
well, not really just trigger Snyder fans.
Yeah,
they want to
you know that if Batman,
they want to give false, a false perception of the reception of this Batman versus the previous Batman that is, and this is even before they're even coming out with their relaunch of Michael Keaton in this universe.
Well, so I mean, but the gist of it, we don't need to read an article. The cinema score is pretty good.
Yeah, it's an A minus, which is great. That's great.
A minus, and that also means that word of mouth could spread and keep having.
Well, typically, if you have a high cinema score, that does speak well to word of mouth.
But can we just say this? If Ben Affleck had a solo Batman movie, it will kill this movie.
We can't say that.
We can't talk.
No. It would have been another Batman movie, which would have been fucking dope.
I guess.
We would have had two good Batman movies to watch. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with this.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think Pattinson is my second favorite Batman.
Yeah, I mean, look at the animated movies. They heavily rely on Batman content.
Yes,
Batman versus Robin, and Batman, Shadow of the Bat, whatever. Hey, they even have a new like motion comic thing that they're releasing with Batman. They just released the trailer a couple days ago. So I mean, they're always
Batman makes money.
Well, the problem with that though is that again, how can we judge the success of a movie that never got made? Right?
Well, it's gonna get made.
I don't know, Chris.
That's a complete.
I mean, Krypton, the man himself said he doesn't want to play Batman anymore, so I don't know.
Give Krypton give him some respect for having a differing opinion.
No, it's fine. I'm just
he also made that statement before he came back and put the costume back on for Zach.
Here's the other thing where
I hope he comes back. I just don't see it happening.
I'm not saying that he'll come back and do that. If anything, we'll ever see Batfleck again.
It'd be in Justice League 2 and 3.
That's the only thing.
Now here's the other.
Back to do something.
Here's the other thing that Syl. Before we move on to Grace, here's the other thing that Syl said that he was giving predictions that it's going to be around Man of Steel numbers. So I thought we might check that out real quick before we move on. Domestic 291 million, international 377 million, 668 million. Worldwide that's pretty close.
Listen, if it makes Man of Steel numbers, then that's a success.
So where is Man of Steel 2
as well?
Where is Man of Steel 2?
They should make a
Man of Steel numbers is awesome.
It's called Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice.
And this is
Dawn of Justice is not a Man of Steel 2, bro.
So getting people to come back out after Superman Returns is very. This is a very good parallel as far as looking at.
It's the first movie of the trilogy. He's not gonna make $1 billion. Come on, it's his first movie.
I have an announcement.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Trilogy.
Aquaman made $1 billion. Joker is not even a trilogy, and it made $1 billion.
Since we have all these people here, I just want to make a public service announcement.
Okay,
there's a lot of hurt butts around here in this world, and I know one thing: if somebody who's had a hurt butt every once in a while, there's a cure out there. Master of none.
Oh my God!
I need you to tell us about the application.
Why is it on your face?
Apply liberally.
Butt bombs all over your face, baby.
Apply liberally. And in affected areas to relieve any hurt butt.
I'm going to send that to some people. I don't know.
All right, guys.
All right. Well,
no, BVS is not Man of Steel 2.
All right. All I'm saying is they're not. He wasn't directly comparing it. He was just saying that his projections is Man of Steel numbers. That's not that crazy.
He also said this movie wouldn't make as much as Batman Begins. So I mean,
all right. But I mean, if you're gonna catch him on his receipts, that's the receipt. He said I've heard him say this. Man of Steel numbers. That's not bad.
It's not. Yeah, no.
I think it might go a little bit above Man of Steel numbers.
He's been very wishy-washy goalpost moving those.
All right. Well, we're moving on. Blue Jay, $5 prediction. So how much money do you think DC's upcoming movies like Black Adam, Flash, and Aquaman 2 could make?
They're gonna make $1 billion. They're gonna make over $1 billion.
I don't know if Aquaman 2 is gonna make that $1 billion. I think part of the reason. I'll have to see the trailer. I think
I don't want to be called a liar, so I'm going to shut up.
I mean, the Amber Heard factor is a thing.
No.
I think both of those. I think Aquaman and Black Adam will probably make more than the Flash.
The difference, Ryan, is that
the Flash is going to be such an epic movie.
The difference, Brian, is that
but it's going to be so good.
When you make a prediction and you get it wrong, you say that you got it wrong and that you said, "Oh wow, I'm impressed. It made more than I thought it did."
Yeah.
You don't double down on that and say everyone else is wrong and they're shills and they're idiots. Okay. So don't worry, Brian. You can make some box office predictions because you're an actual guy with integrity.
You know what?
All right. Be nice.
I'm so happy.
All right, Brian. You don't have integrity.
$2. I want Brian's product, please. He's got hurt butt.
Masterofbuttbomb.com.
I will make some box office predictions since
Master of Butts.
Personally speaking,
Master of Hurt Butts.
Just based on what I think is possible, I think Black Adam may be 700 million. I would think $1 billion. I just don't know. I think 700 to 800 million is more realistic. Flash probably about 600 to 700 million. And maybe Aquaman to $1 billion. I don't know though. That's opening up against so much competition.
I
it's
think
really
part
hard
of
to
the
tell.
reason
Avatar 2. Come on now.
No.
Hey, no. Avatar 2 $1 billion. And I'm not. I don't need to correct myself. I'm not going to get butt hurt on that one. I'm not going to need butt bomb. But I'm saying, Aquaman 1. I think a lot of it was a lot of. Can you make it? A lot of it was curiosity. Can you make a really good Aquaman movie? Because he was treated like a joke in the past.
Yeah,
and then they brought it back.
I don't know if they can recapture it. It's sort of like Wonder Woman 1.
Yeah, quit making fun fish.
Yeah,
stupid.
Well,
you spend time trying to make him out to be badass, and then you're like, oh, you know what? We could do a cheap joke. Cheap joke, yeah, okay.
Well,
and then
the
that
Shape
just
of Water
lose
won an Oscar.
everything
so,
that you just built. It's just so dumb.
So we're having
was
we're
just
getting
a
so many
joke.
good movies this year. You guys don't understand. We're getting all the DC movies, all the Marvel
No,
movies.
this is gonna be.
We're getting the Harry Potter movie. We're getting Avatar 2.
No, I mean this is a great year.
This
I mean,
is amazing.
Wait, what
You
Harry
could have
Potter
said that.
movie?
You could have said that last year.
what the
You're
hell?
getting the Matrix, and look what we got. I mean, come on. now.
Thank you,
Well,
Ray.
no,
I mean, The Matrix was a flop. So
No, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, this is going to be a standout year for DC. I mean, listen, I did not care about the Super Pets movie, but you know what? Keanu Reeves
I'm
is
gonna watch
Batman. I might have to watch it.
that movie's another flop
Batman.
right there.
Nah, man, the kids market, dude. The family's going to eat that movie up.
I'm playing, but I'm not gonna watch
it's
it.
animated
That's
as
for
animals.
kids. That's
I
for
don't give a
kids.
shit. It's for kids. I got kids. I'm gonna
But
watch it.
I ain't watching that shit.
Watch it though.
What the
So,
hell
to
is
each his
going
own.
on, Rhea?
Have you
I ain't
ever
not
done
watching
that?
shit in theaters. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh man, she's got multiple windows. Uh-oh.
Oh man!
No, she
Been
said
there.
that.
Oh, eating ass? What?
That one time I was trying to talk.
Are
crap
you sure
about
this is
something,
Rhea? Or
I got
what?
in the wrong
the
chat.
It
I
is.
was like,
It
oh
is.
no.
Ropes wrong.
Wow. I mean, what stream is that? I need to
I
change
don't
your
know.
panels.
All right, what channel is talking
I'm
about?
innocent. I'm not a kid no more. I'm a grown ass motherfucker. I don't need to watch
Yeah,
Super
what
Chat. I'm
channel's
sorry.
talking about
All right,
eating
and
ass?
thanks
That'd
for
be
weighing
great.
in.
Sounds a hell of a lot
Great.
more interesting
All
than what
right,
we're talking about.
one at a time. One at a time. Super Pets is great for kids.
Yeah,
No, I
hell
don't
yeah,
care.
it is.
Sure,
I don't
I'll take my 3-year-old grandson. Whatever.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
were talking
wow,
about Secret
Anthony.
Cut.
Yeah,
Wait,
wait,
They
you
do
have
a
a
pretty good
grandson?
haircut.
Or my brother's son or whatever. I don't care.
Oh wow!
Well, you don't even know
Woo!
what he is.
Are
like,
they
in
really?
relation
Are
to
they
him?
really an item?
No.
Oh, you can tell they're
That's
item.
gotta
Look
be
at
a
them.
promo pic. Come on.
That's
now.
it's a promo pic from
Oh,
magazine.
Oh hell no! You know they're fucking.
Yes, there's a promo pic though. It's a promo pic.
But you know they're fucking. Look at them.
Yeah, on top of the Batmobile.
Well,
Yeah,
listen,
I
that's
have
not
to
even
my
a
phone. I
Batmobile.
found it.
I'm not gonna.
Well,
give
I
a
know,
second
I know.
credit.
Well, listen, I know Doomcock reported that those two had sex in the Batmobile, but if it wasn't on Geekosity.com, I simply won't believe it.
You know what time it is. You
My
know what
source is
time it
Michael
is.
Wow.
Something
Okay,
is
so
wrong with this
look
one.
at those
Movie
movies.
ma-
Look at
Hey,
those blockbusters.
guess and see if you can find a
I'm
special
really,
cameo in
I'm
this
really,
video.
I'm
There's a
really.
special
Wait,
cameo
is
in
that
this
Birds
video.
of Shit? Wait a
Oh
minute.
my
Is that Birds of
God.
Shit?
I like
What?
Birds of Prey.
Holy shit.
I like
Oh
Birds
my
of Prey.
god. that movie.
I'm really mad at RJ.
There's a special cameo in this video.
Cancel RJ. He made it to the movie math. I'm very pissed off.
Wait,
I
RJ
thought-
made it?
Yes, he's on this video.
Oh, congratulations.
I don't know how.
As a
Damn you.
commenter?
I'm at the, yeah, you're gonna skip to the very end, but I am
Okay.
there.
All right.
And welcome to this week's movie math, where
Wow, what the
holy
fuck happened to her eye?
resuscitation,
Yeah, my
Batman!
ears are already
Just
bleeding.
when you think
I mean,
DC
under
movies
the
are
eye.
dead,
Hard.
they
What the
come
hell?
roaring back to life. What's David Zaslav to do? That's right, the Discovery merger is now right around the corner. Many of you have your fingers crossed for that. I don't think it's going to go the way you think it is, but I do think there will be changes.
Grace
And on
is
that
sitting on your
note,
dreams.
DC movies ain't
Grace is
gonna-
All right,
booking the bear.
Uh-oh. Is she? Okay.
Somebody better tell her that's gonna upset some people.
She's like, they better take a massive L.
Okay. Great.
Was Grace Randolph the
I love
Daphne of the
Grace.
Scooby Gang all along?
Ooh. Yeah, Grace, she is firing shots there.
She was the leader. all
Listen,
along.
Grace has my respect. She deserves 1 million. I'm doing a campaign to Grace to 1 million. I love Grace. All right,
Simp.
let's. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Thanks
I'm okay
a lot,
with-
Max. I appreciate the support.
My pleasure.
Always welcome.
All right, I want to hear what she has to say.
Yet. We still have several DC movies to go this year: Black Adam, The Flash, and Aquaman 2. And it's their box office that will largely decide the future of the DCEU. Because, sure, the Batman is a huge success, but just like Joker, it's isolated from the rest of the DC franchise.
Okay.
See, a Marvel movie or show does well, it pulls up all the others. And some of
That's accurate, right? Everyone agrees
No,
with
that's
that?
true. It is its own little thing, right?
And that's why I dislike DC. Yeah, there you go. I said it.
Well, no, I think listen, right? I mean, listen, I think this is a good thing, though, because its success or failure doesn't really impact the rest. Now, if Black Adam, for example, doesn't perform the way they think it's going to, then some heads are going to roll,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
This is a kind of movie where no matter what it makes, it's
Like,
a success in their eyes. They're
DC
gonna
can never
continue
try
it.
to pull a Captain Marvel on us.
Someone be careful with their bottles.
Well, let's be. Well, you know what, Ryan? You know, there's some conspiracy theorists out there on the YouTube sphere and the comment sphere who think that they are pulling a Captain Marvel with the Batman. So I don't know anymore.
No, because it doesn't connect to anything.
They're inflating the numbers.
They're inflating the numbers.
Infinity War and Endgame. You're supposed to stay to watch the ending credits so you can find out. And it was sandwiched in between two huge ass movies. The Batman is not sandwiched in between two huge ass anticipated
No, there's a big
movies.
like the next DC movie technically is Super Pets, but that has no gauge on anything.
And hell yeah, that's gonna make $1 billion. Mark my words.
I ain't making no billion. Stop it.
Look at Anthony. He's been drinking again. Get out of here, Anthony. That's trash.
All right.
You were like, I made a video about this, about who I would cast as Wonder Woman and Superman for Robert.
They should
Pattinson
reboot
and Matt Reeves as
probably,
the
but
Batman.
you know.
And a number of you were like, not every movie franchise has to be interconnected, Grace. Jeez. You know what? That's where the money is.
Said the words of a loser.
Like a connoisseur, not like the person who needs to not only bring in money, but has shareholders.
Talking with the fact that Marvel's better.
Warner Brothers, Warner Discovery, I believe, will be on the stock market. And the MCU, it's important to note, is the most successful global franchise of all time. More than doubling what Star Wars has brought in.
Well, there's Batman right there. Marvel, Star Wars, James Bond, Batman.
Remember, it's DC. Batman by himself.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck, does Bambi make more than Star Trek? No, the hell that works. That's one movie.
I mean, facts is facts, Brian.
Talk about bias, brother.
I'm sorry, you need to start grifting for Bambi now. Come on now. I mean, they have a sequel, Bambi 2.
Okay, I'm taking the L, guys. Star Trek's not as good as
But you
Bambi.
know what, though? This is a great graphic.
What?
What are the most
Are
valuable?
you all right, brother?
I'm great.
Okay, I heard some bottles clanging. I don't know if it was you or not.
No, I was muted. I was muted.
I know it's easy to assume that, but come on.
I was on mute.
Sorry.
So you couldn't hear the bottles. That's somebody else
water.
over there with bottles.
Okay,
because I was muted.
Spider-Man should be the Batman.
I'm just saying, like, this is a good distinction, though, because look at this, right? You have the MCU, and what is the closest rival to the MCU when it comes to DC? It's Batman, right? The DCEU is all the way down. It's above Fast and Furious, at least, so you can hold your heads up in regards to that, at least.
Well, we have to go. We have to go quick because I have a fire stream at 10:40.
We got 40 minutes. We got 40 minutes.
Listen, bro.
I think we got 39 actually.
I will take my brother kids to see it, but if it's not good, I will come on the stream.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, Blue Jay, $5. Anthony better come out of Super Pet saying it's good.
Yeah,
maybe, bro. Let's see. Who knows?
I mean, listen, Batman is like I think to Krypton Score's point earlier, it's such a valuable franchise at this point. It is their biggest moneymaker. I mean, it is kind of like the cream of the crop for a reason. I mean, that is their crown jewel franchise next to like Harry Potter. So
yeah, I mean, it was just pure strategy. It wasn't like, oh man, you know what, we're starving for another Batman movie after the fucking Christopher Nolan series.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it has been over almost a decade, so I understand.
I mean, it's fine, but I mean, dude, seriously, we haven't had that's why I'm more interested in Black Adam and other things, like
because they're brand new characters.
Because they're new characters that they've never explored, right? Like Wonder Woman. Like, thank you. I mean, sorry for the last one, it sucked. But the first one was pretty good, and I hope that they try to make another one. But I mean, good on them, pulling out Blue Beetle and all that. Batgirl and
new characters are important.
But remember, when Wonder Woman showed up in BBS, even though the theatrical version sucked ass, but when she showed up as BBS, that whole part where dun, 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 like
no, I'm not familiar with that song. Can you play it again?
We were all excited about it.
Yeah.
It was great to see a Wonder Woman.
I mean,
they just canceled a Wonder Woman television show that they were shooting a pilot for, and then they were like, "No, we're not going to do that," because
that was NBC though. That was back in 2009.
Yeah, I know. It was roughly around. It was early 2000s, but they were going to have a Wonder Woman, and they canned that shit. And then again, Snyder, is able to bring it up.
It was supposed to be connected to Smallville.
Well, let's finish this up, and then we'll do other.
Yeah, like I said, the Rock played the same character in every movie.
Cameo.
We're only 1 minute in a 19-minute Grace video.
I want to see RJ cameo.
Everyone shut up.
Or less time. Star Wars started in 1977. Marvel started. Sure, Marvel is a lot more prolific, but Marvel is just a machine. They're a printing money machine, basically. And I think there's no reason that Warner Brothers shouldn't have one, considering
Are they
how
content?
Marvel and DC have been
Sony movies too
on the same level in the comic book space.
No.
Many MCU
Number
movies,
of movies,
and
39.
and every recent Star Wars movie except
26
Solo
Batman
have hit
movies
$1
that
billion.
Batman's in it.
But DC, only Aquaman and Joker have been able to do that recently. I am sure that David Zaslav wants DC and Harry Potter to be his Marvel and Star Wars.
Harry Potter.
There's no reason that they shouldn't be, and it's pretty obvious that right now.
Can you pause it real quick? She's absolutely correct. Like, those franchises need to be operating at a better level than they are now.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing, Krypton?
Sorry. I was.
Bro, what the fuck? You see this one?
All right, Anthony.
It's all good, man.
Be cool. We love.
Thank you for
Krypton's
your
a
cameo,
character.
Axel.
Krypton's a character, so
but just to get back on track though, she's absolutely correct though. They should be operating at a higher level because Harry Potter. I'm sorry, those Fantastic Beasts movies aren't cutting it. They didn't rock the box office the way they should have. Yeah,
they are underperforming.
And DC, let's be fair,
Yeah.
they're kind of like that. Sorry,
get the butt bomb ready.
You guys, dude, Mads Mikkelsen's the game changer here, guys.
Yeah,
I think he is.
He's a better
Bro,
actor.
the next movie's not gonna make that much
Harry
money,
Potter's
bro.
back, baby. Woo! Wizard
I think
of
it's gonna
World,
be
baby.
better
Listen,
than the second one.
I think this Fantastic Beast movie better than the second one. I do agree with that. I'm
Giddy
not
up.
sure.
I mean,
I
they're
still like
relying
people
on
stop
the whole
caring, though.
Dumbledore and all that shit. Hey,
Okay,
bring people back.
that might be
fucking-
convoluted, but I don't.
Yeah.
The rest
No,
of
but
it,
you know what I think they should do is that every because there's supposed to be 5 movies, right?
You guys are not good reactors. This takes forever.
No, there's supposed to be 5 movies of Fantastic Beasts. There's supposed to be 2 more movies.
I'm gonna
after
be
this
late
one.
for the Fire Stream.
I mean,
All right,
they are playing, I think, a series on
Fire
HBO Max. I
Stream?
think that will help. If
Firewater,
they
Fire Stream.
Oh, Firewater. Right. Okay.
No. Supposedly
Well, the
there's supposed to
Batman-
be 2 more movies after this movie.
Yeah.
It's
Three
supposed to be
more seconds.
5. I
Yeah.
hope that they change. I change him, and it's another actor playing him in the 4th movie and in the 5th movie.
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
Because remember, in the first movie, it was Colin Farrell. In the second movie, it was Johnny Depp.
Oh,
In this movie is Mads Mikkelsen, right? I hope the next Grindelwald is a different actor.
I don't know.
You don't know who he actually is.
I think at
if
this
they
point,
play on that, I think
he's Lord Voldemort.
right.
No,
He
Voldemort's
might show up in the end though. Like
we'll get Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
Fiennes.
He's like, this is what I look like
the
with the
Joker. It
nose.
has opened considerably higher. Isn't that cool?
Oh,
Well,
that's better.
sure.
I didn't realize that was better than Joker. That's pretty
It is
good.
better than Joker. Yep.
Spider-Man: No Way Home opened more than twice as big. I mean, that was a very special movie. But 120, which
Yeah,
is
even
what the
I saw
Batman has
that.
opened with, is very strong, not just for DC movies at any time. Forget the fact that we're in a pandemic.
Wow, Suicide
Bigger
Squad.
than Man of Steel and
No.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
and it's almost
yeah.
at Suicide Squad numbers.
It's better than Thor Ragnarok. Woo!
We can't see
Spider-Man?
that because he put the.
BVS was 166.
Are with many strong Marvel debuts. Was it the extra $1 to $1.50 that AMC charged for each ticket this weekend? Some of you were pretty upset about this, but you know what? I think you're just upset about the idea of it. The reality is that for a premium blockbuster that's 3 hours long, that's such a slight price increase. I don't think it's a big ask.
Also,
I-
most theaters are doing
is it on the
discounts for
premium
matinees
screens?
anyway,
I
like
wonder if it's
30% off. So it really doesn't matter anyway. Like I only paid like $10 a ticket, like per normal anyway.
Yeah, I
so
paid.
it really
less
wasn't
than that for
affected.
mine.
For the
I paid $15 per
screens
ticket.
already have a price increase.
I already paid for HBO Max.
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, who created blockbuster-centric Hollywood, so they have a lot of nerve whenever they complain about it, predicted fluctuating ticket prices a decade ago. But as movie theaters fight their own kind of churn, remember people used to go to the movies 2 to 3 times every weekend? I did when I was growing up, and I don't think people do that as much anymore.
I don't see that happening for this movie. I see that happening for Spider-Man, but not this one. Even though I liked it, even though I gave it a 10 out of 10.
We'll see. Next weekend, we'll see.
Wait. So you call that a masterpiece? Because a 10 out of 10 is a masterpiece.
I think for the type of Batman story they were trying to tell, they absolutely succeeded. It's a different version. We've had so many Batman movies. I want something different. I think it surpassed all expectations on the type of story it was trying to tell. There's a lot of Batman there, a lot grounded in reality. Of course, there's some stuff that's not realistic, but yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that should have died, including Batman.
Particularly because streaming is so competitive. And also, I think movie theaters need to work on the quality of the experience.
That is true.
But anyway,
please make
it makes sense. I think it makes
premium,
sense. And I urge you not to think so much about how much more you'll be charged for a blockbuster, but how much less you might be charged to see a smaller film. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, about the fact that Hollywood doesn't really make.
I'm for variable prices on the low end for cheaper movies, but not a premium variable. That's my difference.
Here's my thing, right?
I think it's fine.
I believe that premium, like for fluctuating prices, will help out. Reason being is twofold. One, the theaters get more money when the big blockbusters come out. $1 to $1.50 more is not that big a deal. Second, you're encouraging people to want to do repeat viewing. So it's like, okay, I won't go see the movie opening weekend, but I might go in the second or third week for the cheaper prices. Or it'll encourage people to go see the smaller, more independent movies, or like the smaller budget movies.
Yeah, but
so
I
think fluctuating prices is going to just help everybody out in the long run.
Not if it's exploited.
More, sure, but
not if it's exploited. Not if it's used where it could actually be beneficial for movies that don't get a lot of eyes. That should be cheaper. But I don't think they should charge a premium.
Well, it seems like let
me tell you something. In New York City, right?
Yeah.
If you go to Broadway, it's like a 3 to 4 hour show, right? Mm-hmm. People spend between $150 to $200 a ticket to watch a Broadway show because they're seeing an experience. This movie was an experience. I don't care if I pay $1.50 more just because I'm
not paying $300 for this movie. It wasn't worth that.
It doesn't matter if I'm watching live people. It's a film, and I'm enjoying the film. So pay as much as you can. I don't care.
All right. Well, let's
because people spend a lot of money for Broadway.
Small movies anymore for the big screen, and that's kind of sad considering some of the iconic classics that have been released. So if this is a way to make them studios still make smaller films for the theatrical model, I think that would be really wonderful. As for the Batman's long specs, the
hell?
What did you do, Max?
Ooh, and well, hold on, guys. I want to know more about
this week, not next weekend, but this week, leading up to next weekend, as Joker did big weekday business.
Okay,
its first week, hitting
we need to watch that.
By the end of its second weekend, which was a holiday weekend, hitting almost 200.
The word of mouth for the Joker was amazing, and I almost think it probably had one of the best second weekends ever. I'm thinking. End of second weekend with holiday, and this did not have a holiday. Keep in mind too, there was holiday. I don't know if
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
it came out around
million at that point. That means in a week it made $100 million. So even though the Batman opened bigger, it really needs to hit 200 by the end of this coming weekend. That's amazing. We'll see if the Batman can keep up or even outpace Joker. Word of mouth is stellar. Not a lot of heat going into this movie. I think this was a case where Warner Brothers publicity did a really great job having word of mouth be an explosion when the review embargo lifted on Monday. And then they had the fan screenings the next day. The hype just never stopped building.
It was again, real quick, just to chime in on that.
I was showing you.
All right, I said you were speculating when you said that, RJ, but you were right. It did
because it's forward momentum. You build up the hype throughout the early week.
RJ couldn't shut up about it. I had to hit my ticket.
You build it up and then it comes straight down like a squirrel suit.
Well, yeah, that's movie marketing 101. That's how you build up momentum. That's why they do these early. Typically, if you don't do an early review embargo, it's never a good sign because you want the word about your movie out as soon as you can.
All right, Scooby Gang, I'm trying to get to your cameo here.
I'm sorry. Okay, keep going. We're almost done.
Throughout the weekend, they would quickly fill up as people are like, maybe I should see this thing. Not only people being won over.
Well, those are from New York City because you live in New York.
Multiple times in the
so those are from New York.
Weekend. Oh, how many times do you think you'll see it overall? I can't wait to go again. The Batman is poised for terrific repeat business, and for others,
I disagree with her there.
By the hype a little more
slowly.
I
think the runtime, even though I don't think a minute's wasted, My prediction is I just don't see people seeing this multiple times at theater.
Especially... Bro, if you saw Trash Rises, the garbage Dark Knight Rises, you could, which was 2 hours and 45 minutes.
That's true.
Batman.
That's true.
Hold on, though.
That's true. I think
Hold on, though. No Way Home was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and when you add like the trailers and stuff, you're in that theater for like 3.5 hours. So,
bro,
I mean,
it doesn't matter. 3 hours Batman movies, nothing.
Yeah, I don't think like people will go and see a 3-hour movie. They don't really care about the length. It's just if they're interested in seeing it or not.
The Batman Dark Knight Rises felt long as shit when I was watching that shit in movie theaters.
Yeah, I love it. I like this a lot better than Dark Knight Rises. Is that
I rented it from Blockbuster.
Well, I mean, that's not really a high bar.
I mean, it is. I think it's my, even though I fell asleep during parts of it, it's my second favorite Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
So The Dark Knight is the first one, and then this one is the second one.
Okay.
And then Batman Begins is the third one.
With no big movies hitting multiplexes until The Lost City on March 25th. Can you believe that? That means the Batman will have all the
that movie's not gonna do good, bro.
No. But but her point there, Anthony, is it's open season for this.
Well,
movie.
to be fair,
she's saying there's no competition until March 25th.
There's no competition for The Lost City. It's gonna trample Batman. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, no, but that's a great point though. Like it has the whole. I mean, this is why they're at least trying to.
Look at Sandra Bullock. Look at her face.
And I think that movie actually will probably do well because like romantic action.
What the? What did you say, Ryan?
She was on the Ellen DeGeneres show talking about how she rubs peanuts all over her face to keep her beauty.
Peanuts, or what did you say?
A phallus, penis from children.
What?
Yep.
Penis.
It's a thing. It's a thing. A lot of women do it.
Are you talking about that foreskin shit?
Rejuvenation. Yeah, it's from the foreskin.
Oh,
are you sure, Ryan?
I do. It's from her own mouth.
I do recall what he's saying. Yeah,
she was on Ellen DeGeneres' show talking about how
a lot of people were like making fun of her for it.
And everybody made fun of her, and Ellen was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not trying that."
Anyway,
well, of course she didn't. No offense. Of course,
she is correct. I mean,
listen, funny
this movie basically has the entire month of March to itself, which is, I think that'll be fine. Because if there's nothing else playing, I mean, it's gonna do okay.
Wasn't Doctor Strange 2 supposed to come out in March?
It was gonna come out. It was gonna come out at the end of March, yeah, but they moved it to May.
All right.
I mean, hey, they got lucky though.
No, a lot of the summer schedule is a little bit more stacked. You're gonna have more movies coming out the way it used to be. But The Batman was one of the few films not to vacate the spring corridor, and they therefore have it all to themselves. That's incredible.
She's almost done.
The Batman also has lots of room to grow with its audience, as the opening weekend was a whopping 67% male, which means Matt Reeves needs to work on increasing female appeal going forward.
Oh my God, here we go with this shit,
you would think, Zoe Kravitz.
No, that's always Anthony, that is always important to get females.
I mean, it's important.
No,
when you increase
the demographics that if you increase the appeal of your movie to different demographics, it brings in bigger box office. Marvel movies are 4-quadrant blockbusters. People of every race, color, and gender go to those movies, right? Because it appeals to them, right? So it's not a bad thing to say, hey, in the future you have to try a little harder to make your movie appeal more to women.
Well, because
women are a big box office chunk.
They probably thought, even though Twilight is way in his past, that would help with the female demographic. They did think.
Yeah, no, and I get that too.
But if you look at the list,
I think in the future they will implement more female villains.
So that's moot.
I mean, I think you will get more female characters in the sequels. You'll probably get like maybe a Dr. Harleen Quinzel or Renee Montoya. There's some characters.
Mr. Free.
Barbara Gordon. I mean, there's some things.
Poison Ivy.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's not bad though. Like 26.
What'd you do, man?
Oh no.
Wait, but I'm not gonna lie, but that's not bad. 26 Hispanic.
Overseas box office is also crucial, as Joker made almost 70% of its $1 billion outside North America.
Okay.
Well,
worth noting that Joker made $30 million in Russia. It didn't get that much over $1
that's
billion.
because of Joaquin Phoenix.
Batman, of course, won't be releasing there as well as many other Hollywood movies.
We will not be seeing this movie in Mother Russia.
Pressure Russia to leave the Ukraine outside of military force. and everyone
In Mother
played their
Russia.
part, including Hollywood.
Watch this movie
Joker
with my
did,
shirt off.
although as much as I think people would like to see a movie in Russia, I think Putin's pretty scary. So I don't, it's a
I
really
am more
basic
scary than the
Well,
bad.
he's killing
Joker
people.
Joker did big business across Europe, across the entire Europe.
Well, yeah,
And
because that's because
Russia-Ukraine
Joaquin
war,
Phoenix,
plus the
obviously.
humanitarian crisis rippling out across Europe. One has to wonder if that will
I
have
know,
a toll
Darce.
on the
I
Batman's
know.
box office. I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? That's obviously much more serious, but this is a box office discussion.
That is true.
Dark
She is
Knight
correct.
actually had a much better domestic overseas split, and after No Way Home has come close to 800 million, and with again no competition for 3 weeks, the Batman might be able to balance out any deficit in overseas box office with more robust numbers in North America and perhaps other parts of the globe as well. I think it has a very good shot of getting to $1 billion.
Well, Hans, this is a whole nother conversation, but there's not anything else they can do except do stuff like that.
I get his point, though. I mean, you're punishing the regular citizens.
Yeah, that seems kind of shitty.
But they can do nothing about it.
But if you get involved, then could be World War III. Putin said anything is going to be.
Yeah, but then that brings up the question: should you be punishing? Let's be fair here. Me not being able to see turning red in Russia is not going to want to make me go kill Putin in Russia as a Russian citizen. Okay,
but
it's not. Yeah, it's like me not being able banning the Batman in Russia is not going to force Putin to change his mind and get out of the Ukraine. Let's be fair here. It doesn't do anything. It's
someone's in a bunker.
It's a virtue. It's a virtue signal move from them.
I went to the store and I couldn't buy vodka for my wife. Because it's still on the shelves,
I make 2 times the amount of money that
Bruce Wayne.
I make tons of money. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a virtue signal move by these companies to try and act like
where's
they're
RJ Cameo?
Well,
it's the very end.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
if they did, and they'll get pushback for it too. If they did, just not care.
Those are questions that will be answered soon. But right now, I think Warner Brothers can bask in yet another one of those great moments that makes them feel they are on the right track.
Yeah, to a
they
studio
don't
that
need
is
to
garbage.
take a closer look at their film business model, even though they have.
They're all getting fired.
It's true. It's
They
true.
not.
Every time
Yeah, they
Warner
are.
Brothers is like, man,
They're
maybe
not.
we should make some changes. A big hit comes along, and they're like, no, we know what we're doing. And you're like, other studios have more consistent big hits.
That's
Mhm.
true.
I'm very curious to see what kind of, if and at all, I'm very curious to see what David Zaslav does, in particular with the film division.
He's going
but it's
to
also
do his
great to
own
see Warner
Firing
Brothers
everybody.
competitive at the box
Well,
office.
RJ.
Perhaps
Oh,
some of
shit.
these movies-
Max, why you keep
Now,
putting it
Stop
back,
it!
man?
What are you doing?
Damn, Max,
I'm
what's
trying.
going on?
RJ, that's speculation.
I know. it is.
Metal
I'll be
Age
upfront about
Bandit.
that.
Overruled.
So is thinking he's gonna do anything.
I know that. I know that. I never
the
said
difference
anything
is,
else.
Matt. The difference is,
There's
Oh
a motion
my
on the
God.
Hold on.
floor.
The difference is I can say when I'm speculating and not try to make a business out of it.
Oh my God, shade.
Clicks and views.
Oh my
Hot
God.
fire!
Oh,
Hot!
damn.
Oh my
RJ.
God!
Somebody's playing the YouTube game today.
Oh my God.
Boats and
Jinkies.
hoes.
Gotta have me.
Dan, are
My
you
boats and
asking to
hoes.
be on clap?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Bang.
Worldwide,
God.
wide.
Baby.
You're all
Shot fired! Shot fired!
Everyone's words represent they're responsible for their own words.
All out of vodka.
If you want, you might get clapped back.
I hope so.
What's her name? Daphne? No, not Daphne.
That's
You
dumb.
you're saying you might get the clap.
Yeah. God
would-
damn it, Grace. What
Hey,
the
what are we doing?
what the hell?
Oh, that's a great thumbnail face right there.
All right.
All right, she's almost done. She's almost done. She's almost
Well,
done.
she look like
She's
she's
like a witch.
enjoying Max.
Is that the Vinegar Strokes?
An
The
idea.
whole
All
face?
the talent said that it would. When
Oh,
it was announced by
Brian.
Jason Keelar. It did little to boost HBO
trying to-
Max's subscription
she's gonna
numbers,
not
as
reply
we're
to my
still not
DMs
really getting
because
any
of you.
updates as to how they're doing. And there's
And
The
I'm
birthday's
gonna-
over with, Max.
And I'm gonna need your butt bone. I'm gonna get.
We're missing crucial
To me,
information,
this
guys.
is the weirdest thing. I mean, we know that
It's okay,
people
Max will
watch
go back
HBO and
over it
HBO Max
again.
Shows they dominate on social media. Why aren't they in this list? It's crazy to me. I mean, I guess HBO has a different release model, but other places are going to weekly things as well. And HBO Max does offer you the chance to watch the previous seasons. So I would think like something like Euphoria would be very competitive on that list. And supposedly
That's on
Peacemaker.
HBO, not HBO Max.
No,
same thing.
All right. As for the rest of the top 10,
all right, it's over now. It's done. Here's what I'll say though. Right, she is correct on a couple things there. HBO Max is not popping the way it should be. I don't know what I don't know what the disconnect is, but for some reason, all these movies, all these shows, and including the Snyder Cut, in a sense, did not move the needle, right?
Don't lie, RJ.
No, I'm saying it moved the needle initially, but it's not growing the same way everything else did. Like, why is it? Why is it?
Well, that's because it's not worldwide, though.
The reason why
I was a little bit
Zack
drunk
Snyder
last
Justice
night,
League
but
didn't
you guys
grow
were
because the
completely
company
wrong,
that was backing it stifled it.
You guys were
That's
completely
true.
wrong.
They did stifle it. That is
the
true.
Variety article said that the Snyder Cut was the fourth.
Oh, not this again.
No, listen. It was the fourth highest streaming thing ever.
The problem is that the problem is that HBO Max not performing the way it needs to, and there's some kind of disconnect that's not getting solved.
I need to. Can you be a segment on my channel with the drunk news?
I've got something to say.
No, I don't want to exploit your drunkenness.
You guys threw articles at me, and I was like, I wasn't ready for that. But like, I researched today.
Listen here. Let me tell you. I'll find. Okay, hold on. All right. Well, let me collect my thoughts. Okay, so you're wrong. And you want to know why? You want to know why? You want to know why you're wrong?
Okay, why am I wrong?
Or what? Okay. All right. So you're wrong because the Snyder Cut, man, it's
so good, man.
Honestly,
good because you hate it. I'm wrong.
Real quick though, on a serious note,
Krypton, there was an article. There was an article.
No, but on a serious note though, this is a major problem they got to fix. Like, why is HBO Max not doing so well compared to everybody else?
Well, let me tell you, because it's not worldwide though, RJ.
You know the timestamp of your cameo because I have.
It's like I don't remember.
Remember when HBO Max came out, it was only in the US.
Wait, go to the start of the ticket montage, the very end, right there.
Listen, the reason why HBO Max is not popping because it's not worldwide. It's not.
All right. I know I'm in here. I just don't know where. Eddie found it apparently.
And now it's time for the return of the movie math.
Oh my God, it's RJ down there.
It's been so long.
It was the beginning of this.
There he is. There he is. He's at the bottom. He's got his tongue out.
From your photos that I think you all feel really good about being back at the movies, and it was so great to see so many of you again.
I think he's like the third slide. I think.
Where's RJ?
Time
we'll see him.
He's in the second picture.
He's right there. You see half of his head.
Not just
get to the pictures.
But for being
Grace.
Enough
chatter.
Magical experience. Nobody.
Look all these lovely people who are Warner Brothers shills.
Your photos are just wonderful.
Yeah,
I love looking
WB
at all these
shills.
photos.
Why you not there, Matt?
You feel that same glow as well. It's pretty dope.
Bet you like the Suicide Squad too.
All right, let's see if we can find me. Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Where's RJ?
RJ.
No, keep going.
No.
The second one.
You right
the third
there.
one, I think.
Hey! You suck, RJ.
Look at clean cut RJ
himself. Nice shirt.
All right. You have a Batman Riddler.
We did it.
Yeah, that
but
guy looked like Ryan at the
you
bottom.
don't look very happy to be there.
Did you tag her?
I did. I tagged her. I did. Yeah.
Man, I didn't think of doing that. Damn
Max, damn it. I need a picture of you at the movie theater.
Leave it
We're
up
in
there.
the
Go back.
costume.
Leave it up there. Leave it up there. We don't care about these other people. We care about
we got to revel. We got to revel in
Nobody
RJ's
cares about these other
brilliance.
people, bro.
I'm messing.
All right, RJ.
Yo, did you got your free DC comic from the Batman?
Yeah. I did. I got 3 of them.
I got 2. I got 2, and I got the cup, and I got the cup, the cowl cup, the popcorn.
All right.
I'm gonna start doing those more often.
RJ's on a stream.
Listen, I'll be in Grace's videos forever now if I wanted to.
He's on a page.
Don't worry, she's gonna do the one for Doctor Strange too. So there you go.
Oh, you unleashed the beast, man. Did you see that? That was intensity,
anger.
All right.
You got 10 minutes, Max.
He's all flustered now.
No,
He's like,
I
gotta hit the stream now.
I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta see if Firewater's
He's
there.
about to punch the wall.
Are you happy, Max, that Grace recognized me?
No, I want to recognize me.
But that's because you didn't post a picture, though.
But Max, you wear a mask. How would that even work? Like, how would you take a picture to be on Movie Math?
I could put my my
You mean your burner account?
I could put my COVID mask on.
Okay, Max.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead. Someone had a question.
So Max, okay, so the article is on Variety, right?
Oh my
The
god.
article is why Zack Snyder's Justice League is not eligible for Oscar fan favorite prize.
Okay.
That's the article.
That's because it's a re-release.
I will check it out.
But if you read it, if you keep on reading and you read it, this is what it says. Because I want to fucking read it to you guys, because you guys think I'm fucking retarded, but I'm not.
We're not saying that. We're just.
You sure? You
No,
know?
No, I'm not
sure?
fucking retarded.
We're not
Fuck
saying
you.
that.
Fuck you.
Are you sure?
Let him prove it. Let him prove it, guys.
The Snyder Cut, the fourth most streamed film in 2001, and its proven success has launched other directors' cut campaigns, just as David Ayer's.
That's fair.
The fourth most watched streamed film in 2001, which means it's the fourth most watched.
That's fair. That's fair. What he's saying.
And
so that's what it says. I'm not trying to like say it's like the best. I didn't say it was number one. I said it was the fourth most watched. Because before that, because all of
and HBO Max, not Raw.
No, it says it says of all. It doesn't say of HBO Max. It says the most watched of all stream films of 2001. It means it's every streaming service. It was the fourth most watched.
I wouldn't say any streaming service. I don't believe it.
Dude, it says the Snyder Cut is the fourth most watched.
Don't sigh, Eddie. He's giving facts.
That means it's any
the thing about it. Who gives a fuck about the Snyder Cut anymore?
Can anybody confirm this?
Listen,
it didn't say HBO Max.
I told that
all of them.
You guys,
you know,
the stream, guys.
Yeah, no, Trump derangement syndrome. Some of you have Zack Snyder derangement syndrome. You hear Zack Snyder and you get triggered. He's giving facts. It's it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
It's fine.
But Eddie, you're so stressed about Zack Snyder being named.
Guys, ultimately, at the end of the day,
it didn't say it's a no.
The reason why I sighed is because we basically hear this shit all the time on. And
that's a you problem. That's a you problem.
Admit it. It was successful. Admit it. It's like, who gives a fuck? I just like the movie. That's it. I moved on.
You want to know how I know it was successful? How many of you guys went out and got HBO Max the first day?
I did.
Okay, so HBO won. Yeah, they were successful. They got your money.
HBO though. I got
HBO
and HBO Max.
And how many have a? And Eddie,
thank you, Rhea.
And Brian, how many have a copy of it?
I do. That's different. I'm just telling you.
No, but I'm saying how many
have the correlation between them releasing it and releasing a streaming service at the same time.
Yeah. And plus the movie wasn't even supposed to come out until like 6 months from now. So
let's not do this. Let's not do the double standard. Don't make excuses for the Batman, but you can't. But your bias is showing against the Snyder Cut. It was successful. Is it successful? It wasn't.
I'm not saying it wasn't successful.
No, but Eddie's bias is showing here, bro.
No, because I'm tired of hearing it.
But I don't want to talk about that.
That's
my God.
Brian, we're not talking about you.
Studio fucked with the Snyder Cut.
I'm sorry, but WWE could care less about how you guys feel about it.
Brian, we're not talking about you, Brian.
Snyder Cut or the Snyderverse.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying it's the equivalent of opening your window, shouting to your neighbors, "Hey, they messed up the Snyder Cut," and your neighbor's like,
I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video on this. Some of you have Snyder derangement syndrome.
No, I have.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. It's a thing.
I'm being so quiet right now. I just want Max to go use Firewater stream.
Both ways, though,
Look. Rhea says Segundis. Okay. Segundis.
I'm just saying. You can
Rhea say read the super chat.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go watch Super Pets.
Hey,
I'm gonna go watch that.
Hey Max, just so you know, I sent in a bunch of questions for the Firewater chat.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, if anyone could get them in real quick.
Shit! I gotta do that after. Okay.
All right, so let's wrap this up.
Max, I gotta ask a question though.
No.
Towards you.
Yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
So if the Discovery, once they the Discovery merger happens, and if they don't do shit, what are you gonna say?
If they don't do shit, then
I said I'm gonna cover
they're gonna lose money. They have to do
it. You gotta give the guy at least a.
What will happen though? What would you do? Just tell me.
I will say or predict. What do you think I did with this stream? I said they took an L.
I think
nothing personally. Nothing personally. That's your opinion. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Wow. I have real difference of opinion here. So
what can I do to get on a thumbnail? Come on.
I think some people are gonna go full Griggs on this one. I'm just saying, like. Like full Griggs?
There's
Not half
listen,
there's full Griggs.
I think he has a source. I'm not going into this, but even if he
found
has a
his
source, things can
and
change.
It's Felipe.
Oh,
Felipe Rodriguez.
Oh, hey, Brian.
Second floor.
Yes, sir.
And he's in the mailroom.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm rewatching Picard season 1, so I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Go watch
Props
I'm at episode 4.
You can watch that all you
your
want, but
mouth.
if you really want to watch cinema, you'll watch Bambi.
Bambi's bullshit.
All right, let's
if you want to watch cinema, go watch Pattinson.
Read between the lines.
Bambi wins. Bambi wins.
MLM is dead.
What the fuck, man?
I'm gonna take
Brian on
that to the
energy
grave.
drinks. Holy shit.
Fuck
No.
y'all.
I'm good.
Star Trek is better than Star Wars. Fuck y'all.
You for man, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, I
Okay.
Fuck you talking about, bro? You talking about, bro? JJ movies are fucking garbage. Are disgusting to society.
Hey,
The only good Star Trek movie was the early ones.
I've
and
had enough
shit.
of this.
JJ is trash.
silence.
He's
I don't even know
That's
what Star
enough
Trek
of that.
is.
Be
All right.
friends.
Anthony,
Why can't we be friends?
Anthony and Kryptons. Oh my God.
What?
Jesus.
Star Wars is
I thought I was gonna be the worst behaved one tonight.
Your
but
auntie's
no.
trash.
We just sort of acted and let you go first. You're the model for bad behavior.
Anthony and Krypton's cool. Chill, man. Chill.
I'm not cursing.
No, I know Anthony. Oh my God.
I know he is.
I have not cursed in this video, so I don't know.
Yes, you have.
But you
just said
You got no.
You just go and go fuck yourself. You just said go.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't go that
Wow.
Hey Max, you could like play a video, just hit the end button at any point, right?
I am gonna.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do closing comments here, not
Man, how about you
Okay,
just bend over yourself, okay?
Whoa.
Anthony. All right, Anthony.
Who?
No, don't. You're going across the line, Anthony. Be cool.
What is
Yeah.
going on?
Thank you.
Are you talking
Actually,
like-
Great Stream Max, I cannot find the video where I put the questions, bro.
All right, Anthony, chill.
It's in the community section. Click
I
on
don't
community,
see
scroll
it,
down.
though.
It's on this community page.
All right.
Well, what is it called?
Just
All
scroll
right.
down.
So go
Oh,
sub
episode
to
1 to
Ryan
find-
because
okay, I
he's
got
been
it, never mind.
behaving. He's been behaving. Go sub
Thank
to
you,
Ryan
appreciate
and
There
Four
you go.
Nerds and support
Ryan.
Project Justice League.
What about me?
Hey,
get Eddie to 1K. Yeah.
Hey, Max. I think your phone's ringing.
No, it's not.
You didn't get a call from Hugh Jass? Is there a Hugh
Lickma?
Jass in the building? Hugh Jass?
I'm looking for a huge ass.
Mo.
No.
Yeah.
Mo's Tavern.
All right. That's Brian. Brian does that.
IP freely.
Yeah.
Looking for
IP
IP
freely.
freely.
I beat freely.
It was
All
one of my
right.
favorite parts, man.
Go sub to Krypton's Core.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
check
have a
out
set.
Ryan.
I don't
Go
have
check
a-
out Ryan's show
Oh,
tomorrow.
here's
Hey, Brian,
Firewall.
are you streaming tomorrow, Brian?
Yep, 5
Yeah.
o'clock Pacific.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
he does that every Monday, bro.
Oh,
Like, come on.
fire-
I know, but he
Firewater's
said he was
already-
moving, so
I'm moving, so I don't know. Well, there might be a week or so.
All
Better
right,
start
here-
getting your
here you
knowledge on
go.
some deer.
Go ahead, Brett.
Right.
All right.
Thumper.
Brett,
John
Ryan,
Deere tractors.
End the show with this.
All right. Is there a Dixie Normus in the building? Dixie Normus. One more time for a call for Dixie Normus. All right. I'm just going to leave this on the counter. Y'all have a nice day.